Hello and hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. How you doing? Welcome to last week in Germany. Not the last week in Germany. That would be bad. There's no like apocalypse. I'm just going over last week's top Reddit posts on the German subreddit. Let's do it. Okay, right off the bat, top post. We got a spicy one here. What are Germany's legally guaranteed severance benefits? Saw this image on Instagram and it set off my BS detectors. Some Googling indicated this is probably just an example of one particular employment contract and not a government policy. All right, let's see. What experience in the workplace radicalized you? Okay. Living in Germany and seeing that you're fired means you get 3 months of paid leave, a large cash compensation on top of your salary, employment insurance that lasts a year, and includes any type of language, tech, or job training for free, and not losing any health coverage. Wow. That would be remarkable. That would be remarkable. And honestly, I wouldn't put it past Germany for this to be true. But that does sound a little bit, that sounds like a lot. Let's see the comments. All right, I trust this guy because his name is European Guy. He says, what's true? 1 year of unemployment insurance that pays 60 to 70% of your last salary. That's nice. That's really nice. That's a lot longer than the American unemployment lasts. Your health insurance gets paid by the unemployment insurance. Okay, of course that's great, but you also have like universal health care. Oh my gosh. Hold on. You guys have universal health care, and then on top of that, you can buy private insurance. Is that not correct? So, unsurprisingly, your health insurance does not go away, but I guess the unemployment insurance pays for that extra insurance. Is that correct? Am I reading that right? So that's really nice. The employment agency might pay for various trainings and courses if deemed necessary, but the typical offer is computer literacy for boomers. Rather than paying for, an entire programming degree. What's not true, the state does not force companies to have any kind of garden leave or severance package. Okay. All right. Got it. So it is a nice plethora of benefits you get, but it's not this. This guy basically lied, which is weird. Why do people do that? It's getting really hard these days to figure out just the truth on the internet. Anyway, let's move on. I mean, I guess I will say the truth is already pretty great, at least relative to, some other countries, including mine. So I don't see why you would lie and mislead people about, oh yeah, you get 3 months of paid leave and a large cash compensation. Just tell the truth. This is pretty fascinating. East Germany in the 1980s, photographed by Chris Neidenthal. Thanks, Chris, for photographing this 40 years ago. Look at this. Okay, we got a department store, 1984. Wow, 1984, the year of Big Brother. This looks really odd. I guess the Soviets weren't known for interior design, huh? I guess just design in general was kind of... Wow, this is very 1984, huh? Is that Big Brother? What an interesting time. It looks kind of bleak, does it not? Huh. There's no, logos anywhere. It's sort of odd. Especially after living in a very capitalist country my whole life. Seeing this, it's like, there's no logos, no branding, which is kind of nice. But on the flip side, there's also not much of... It just looks kind of bleak. That's cool. Look at the Santa. Oh, and we've got these carts parked outside. I knew they did that in some European countries. Is that still a thing in Germany? You know, parking your baby outside the department store? That's wild. That is a huge cultural difference between. I think they do that in like Norway. I didn't know. I don't know if they still do that in Germany, but apparently they did back here. Wow. 40th anniversary of the GDR military parade. Man, everything looks very uniform. Just in general, it's kind of like a little bit bland and uniform, and even down to the soldiers, which of course any army is pretty uniform, but this is kind of different level. It's like, oh my God, they're all making like the exact same expression, looking the exact same direction. It's interesting. It's definitely got its own vibe to it, doesn't it? Anyway, moving on. This post is kind of funny. Unpopular opinion. Germany's healthcare system is bad, and the only reason people think it's good is because how much worse everyone else has it. So, you're saying it's the best of the worst. Like, seriously, when did waiting weeks for a general practitioner appointment and months for a specialist appointment surgery become good or normal? And it doesn't matter about need. Just because someone doesn't absolutely need it doesn't mean they aren't suffering. Unpopular? Okay, apparently there is. I think only the French are totally happy with their healthcare. Now, everybody knows that compared to America, y'all have it made. Y'all have it made. But I do understand, when it's your own healthcare and your own circumstances, you're not going to be satisfied unless it's like immaculate. And these are not easy problems to solve. You can't just wave a magic wand and solve these problems. It costs a lot of money, a lot of like this. Basically, you need a lot more doctors and a lot more surgeons in order to solve this problem. And that's not easy. That's not cheap. That requires a lot of training, a lot of money. So, I don't know. I honestly, it's kind of hard to have much sympathy coming from over here in America, where it's like, well, at least the wait times aren't very long over here in America because no one can afford it. Interesting subject, though. All right, we've got a joke all the way from East Germany in the 90s. All right, let's see. Can someone explain this to me? Probably not, but I'm sure someone in the comments will. Here is an East German joke from the 90s. Illustrates the feeling of many people at that time. In Dresden, an elegant man with an expensive coat walks along the bank of the river Elbe. He takes a mug out of his pocket, takes some water out of the river, and is about to drink it, when a local person rushes to him. Local, in a Saxon dialect. Are you crazy? You can't do that. This is pure poison. Man, in perfect standard German. Excuse me? I didn't understand you. I'm a real estate broker from Hanover. Local. Drink it slowly. It's cold. Yeah, I cannot explain that joke, but I'm very curious. Why does he want him to die? He wants real estate brokers to die. I'm just kidding. After reunification, many of the still usable, profitable assets of Eastern Germany were bought by the rich people in the West, which made the locals feel betrayed. Whoa. Also, strong German dialects are very hard to understand by people not from the area, so the Saxonian first warns the man that the water was poisonous. Could also be a dig at the less than stellar environmental protection of the GDR. But when he learns that it's a rich Western real estate broker, he lets him drink it. It's a pretty morbid joke. Damn. That's very interesting. history is so interesting when you dive into the weeds of it. It's like it's not just a perfect, tear down this wall and they tear it down and it's everybody, yay, woohoo, everything's perfect now. No, there's all sorts of resentments and issues that live on, huh? Interesting. Quick shout out to this guy, man from India, got his driver's license in Germany. Hey, that ain't easy. That might be the most difficult country in the world to get your driver's license, from what I understand. The Germans don't just, let you scrape by. Yeah, you did good enough. You know what I mean? They're pretty strict. So that is an accomplishment. I would be proud of that too. And I already know how to drive, at least over here in America. Now I understand the Germans watching are like, no, you don't know how to drive. Just you got an American driver's license, that means nothing. But you know what I mean. I know how to drive, and I would still be pretty excited if I managed to pass the test. Du hast die Prüfung bestanden. So, hearing those words, I don't know what that means. It must mean, here you go. Please don't kill anybody. We're trusting you. That must be pretty cool. So congrats to that guy. That's cool. Why is this so tasty, and why does it remain soft for a long time? I don't know why it remains soft for a long time. That's kind of suspicious. But I can tell you why it's tasty, because it's German bread and it's got raisins in it. It looks incredible. Anybody know what this means? It means don't let your wiener dog pee on this pole. Dogs get cut in half there. Yes, don't let the dogs run free there. Okay. Don't let them run so they can run free elsewhere? I gotcha. That's cool. Over here in America, you're mainly supposed to have your dog on a leash pretty much anywhere outside. But then again, not everybody abides by that. And that's okay, if you have a good dog that actually follows you and doesn't attack little children. And that's great. All right. I think I've seen enough. Those were some fun posts. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.